Aria Fair, who's a senior. 31, Ranye Adams. And 33, Elaine Revere. For Morgan City, number 0, Ariane Calloway. Number 1, Sarah Daniels. Number 14, Ariel Dugas. Number 22, Haley Crappell, who's the leading scorer for the Lady Tigers at 20 points a game. And number 34, Madeline Poole.
Mustangs got a great inside-out game. They're capable of shooting from the three-point line, but a lot of their damage is going to be from putting pressure on the Lady Tiger ball handlers.
Yep. Look for a lot of pressure from the Lady Mustangs, and then look for the Tigers to go down to Crappell. She's a senior leader. Expect her to try to score a lot of points here for the Tigers.
So just 10-point game last time these two teams met. Much more need for the Tigers to win to keep their playoff aspirations alive.
Looks like we're waiting on some bench decor to get started.
Referee blows the whistle, tosses the ball up, and this game is underway. Mustangs has it first, go right down low. Attempt no good, Tigers come away with it.
Crappell pushes the ball down the floor. Looks like she's going to be running the point for the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, Crappell, one of the Tigers' better athletes. Handling the basketball.
Lady Mustangs in man-to-man.
Very similar to what we saw in Berwick with Bertrand doing much of the offense. You'll get the same out of Crappell here tonight.
Good move, can't get the ball to fall. First jump ball of the evening, possession will go to the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, they're going to need a big game out of Sarah Daniels, the freshman. Lily Guillot pass down low, running one-hander, layup is good, and the first points go to the Mustangs.
Adams did a good job running the floor there to finish off the break.
Thinking if I'm a Tiger coaching staff, I'm wanting a slow-paced game where the Mustangs want the complete opposite.
Right, and then, you got to look. Oh, great back screen there for Crappell. That was a great pass by Francois.
Yeah, couldn't have drew it up any better. We're all tied at 2. Back inside, tough pass to handle. Kicked out to Crappell, and she'll set up the Tiger offense. Good start for the Lady Tigers here tonight. 2-2 just underway from Morgan City High.
Yeah, Boo, Crappell's averaging a triple-double, which, regardless of the league you play in, boys, girls, that's impressive. 3A, 4A. Shows that she's an all-around player. Both teams in man-to-man.
Yeah, good penetration, another travel. Had a momentum going, nobody to throw to, took the extra step. So a few turnovers to start this one off as both teams trying to settle in.
With a man-to-man defense, she gives the offense an opportunity. You can isolate with Crappell. Good rebound there. Good look on their offense, just couldn't make the layup.
Second chance opportunity for the Tigers. A little razzle-dazzle from Crappell. She'll draw the foul.
Fouls on number 11, Sadie Landry, sophomore. She's drawn the difficult task of guarding Crappell tonight.
Got Daniels, nice turnaround. Can't get it to drop. Mustangs come away with the rebound. So the Tigers have opportunities, can't get it down.
Another jump ball. Yeah, I mean, Lady Tigers are running their offense. They're getting good looks. Just got to get them to fall.
Fair from the free throw line, no good. Here come the Tigers again.
Rebound, Dugas with a good rebound there. Another sophomore for the Lady Tigers. Tigers are setting that high screen at the high post, and it seems to be, Assumption's either not switching, they're not moving, they're getting a good look at the basket almost every possession down.
Good pass, another opportunity close by, so it's not just the Tigers. Both teams having trouble scoring the ball in the first quarter here.
Got to use the backboard right there. That's a
nice offensive rebound, a foul called against the Mustangs.
That foul was on Adams, her first, team second.
Another point-blank range. This time, Sarah Daniels, offensive rebound, and puts it back for the score.
You got to believe, Boo, if they keep getting those good looks close to the basket, it's going to be a good night for the Lady Tigers. Assumption's going to have to make an adjustment to keep the ball out of the paint.
Fair drives in there, puts it up, no good. Good strong rebound by Daniels, and Crappell's off and running.
Daniels just a freshman, Boo, and she's controlling the board. So this is, that's a good sign. Looks like the Mustangs made an adjustment to cut off that cut on the Tigers man-to-man offense.
Yeah, Coach Singleton calls a timeout. He'll talk to his team about an adjustment for the adjustment.
So you've got your point guard averaging a triple-double, Boo. I'm thinking I'm going to do a pick and roll, a little two-man game, something to isolate her. Get that, I'm thinking. Get Daniels involved with that. She's doing a good job on the boards. Just find a way to make sure you keep the ball in your best player's hands as much as possible.
Yeah, when the Mustang coaching staff looking at the triple doubles of Crappell, that attention went to Crappell, and that's leaving some easy looks under the goal.
Yeah, and with Crappell averaging a triple double, she's not just shooting the ball. So she's finding her teammates. This is an opportunity for them to really give Assumption some big problems.
Hey, you look at Coach Singleton doing a great job for the Lady Tiger basketball program.
That's what you can't do, though. You get a wasted possession. You get the ball knocked out on an inbounds play. You got to get a shot every time down.
Looking down low again, ball knocked away. Crappell on the fast break. 1-on-2 off the glass, no good. Ball off the Tigers. It'll go to the Mustangs.
I mean, Boo, they've gotten a shot in the paint almost every possession down. They just got to get a few of them to start falling. The Lady Tigers only 2 of 10 from the field right now, and the majority of them have been less than 10 feet from the basket.
Gi fires from the three-point line. Watch her doing warm-ups. She's a prolific three-point shooter and proves it there.
Yeah, they definitely not going to want to leave her open. Good-looking stroke by the junior. Cuts the lead to 1, or takes the lead by 1.
Harlem go try to weave, just didn't work out the same way. And they'll call the foul on Dugas. Maybe a good foul there, stop the easy bucket.
Yeah, and you got to feel like they're going to try to prevent Crappell from catching the ball. That's where you want to come up, plant your foot, and go back door, and try to get the defense to help. Lady Mustangs slowing it down a little bit. Lady Tigers in a box and 1, it looks like.
Yeah, good pick right there by Crappell. Gets a hand on it. Tigers steal a possession. Kicks it out. Three-pointer for the Tigers. Off the rim, no good. Daniels back in there getting a second chance opportunity off the glass and good. And that's the big game we were talking about from the freshman that the Tigers need so desperately.
Daniels has definitely showed up to play tonight.
Revere mishandled the dribble. That's the 6th turnover for the Mustangs. And look, for every possession the Tigers can steal, there's going to be good news for the Lady Tigers.
And it looks like the Lady Tigers' game plan is to try to take Revere out of the game. So they want to play 4-on-4 and have that one defender just keep the ball out of Revere's hands.
Francois to Poole. She tries to find Daniels, couldn't get a grip on it. Goes out of bounds. And the Tigers return the favor. little bit of full court pressure on Revere.
So that's,
she gives the ball up, she doesn't get it back.
Right. That's one way to combat the boxing one is you have that person bring the ball down, but when she gets the ball, gets rid of it, you got to move and set screens. Basically, you almost want to run your man-to-man offense with that.
Tigers in no rush, up 1:53 to go here in the opening quarter.
A little double stack action down low.
Francois has an open player down low.
Shuffle her pivot foot there. Both teams a little too generous with the basketball right now. Unfortunately, they're kind of canceling each other out, but you know, the team that's going to quit turning the ball over here is going to have the advantage.
Yeah, and there you see again, Revere gave the ball up, and now Francois sticks on her like glue.
Yeah, no screening action here, so you know, it really kind of gives Francois the freedom to take her out the ball game.
Three-pointer again by Giat. This time no good. Nice rebound, put up, no good. Daniels clears the board.
Daniels has been a rebounding machine in the first quarter here.
Francois, three-pointer from the top of the key, good. 9-5, Tigers extend their lead. Another travel.
Yeah, so the boxing one to this point, Boo, is working. You know, the Lady Mustangs really can't get into a groove offensively. They're scoring on their fast breaks, but you know, in their half-court sets, they're struggling.
Yeah, lazy pass right there, picked off by Adams. Takes it to the hole off the glass, and good. You know, the receiver was not coming towards the ball, and it was a lazy pass and an easy.
And you just got to, again, you got to see, you know, if you've got the ball, you've got to see the defender jumping, and hopefully your teammate will plant that foot and go back door. That's where you can use the defense, their aggression against them.
Inside 10 seconds, Tigers will hold for the last shot. Crapel from the three-point line, just off to the right, no good. Revere takes a shot from half court, and that ball goes awry. And a good first quarter for the Lady Tigers. They're on top of the 17th ranked Assumption Lady Mustangs, 9-7.
You're watching the TV22 and AJ Doman Automotive Family Game of the Week. Game of the Week is brought to you by AJ Doman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, AJ Doman Chevrolet Cadillac, Coastline Wealth Group, G&J Curbside, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, and Allen's Communication.
Boogers after alongside Tony Boboff, 9-7 our score. It's a good ball game here in the first quarter, but I wouldn't say it's red hot shooting.
No, both teams are struggling to put the ball in the basket. Assumption 3 for 9 from the field in the first quarter. Morgan City 4 for 14. You know, I think both teams are playing well. You know, a couple of turnovers to start the game, but you know, you can attribute that to jitters. But you know, if we can get some shots to fall here, we're going to have a good ball game.
Of the 14 shot from the Tigers, guarantee you 11 of them within 3 feet of the goal.
Yeah, I think they missed 2 threes. You know.
Yeah, that weave at half court is getting ate up by this Mustang defense.
Yeah, you got to put in a back door.
They go to Daniels. Daniels looked like she drew contact. Referee says no, all ball. And the Mustangs come down the floor. Three-pointer from the outside, off the rim, no good. Good rebound by Poole.
Yeah, it looks like the tempo's in the Lady Tigers' favor, Boo. They're going to take a fast break when they get it, but they're very content to run their half-court offense. They're getting good looks.
Yeah, when you're not making buckets, it's hard to set up any type of pressure defense.
Yeah.
So they're getting a free walk down the court, but need to cut down on the turnovers a little bit. That's the 7th turnover here in the first half for the Lady Tigers. Nice over the top affair. Turns, shoots off the rim, and good. Good touch right there by Mariah Fair, the senior. We're all tied up at 9.
Crapell's been a little quiet here, basically just orchestrating the offense. I think I'd want to get the ball in her hands.
Yeah, again, a lot of contact.
A lot of contact there.
No call, Francois. Good athleticism right there by Crapell. She'll get forward to Francois. She can't hang on to it. Tosses it back into the court and out of bounds.
Yeah, right idea. Just need to slow down just a little bit. I think you can tell that the Lady Tigers are a little bit more of a half-court team where they may not want a fast break quite as much.
Giat to Adams, back down low to Fair, kicks it to Giat. Giat fires away, air ball. Run down by Adams. Good offensive rebound by the Mustangs, just can't get it to fall.
Boo, they might be a lid on both baskets here tonight. It just they're getting good looks, both teams. They just can't get them to fall.
Yeah, not many fouls being called here tonight.
And there's a lot of contact.
But it's consistent, both
well,
sides.
yeah, you know, if you're not going to call them and you don't call them on both sides, then you adjust to it. Got to be strong underneath the basket. You can definitely see that the Lady Tigers want to shorten this ball game. Now they're forcing the ball a little bit too much inside. That was there early. The Mustangs are doing a good job of taking it away. You got to make your next pass and go on into your next phase of your offense.
Yeah, if either team could just hit a couple baskets, they can get some separation.
Shooting woes continue for both teams. And it's not bad shots. You know, both teams are taking good shots. You just got to get them to fall. Assumption continues to struggle. They're 4-16 from the field.
Crapell kicks it to Francois from the left side. No good. Tied up for a jump ball. Possession arrow will go to the Mustangs.
Yeah, normally with 5 minutes to go in the half, when it's 9-9, you would say, oh, this is not a very well played game. But both teams are playing really well. Just can't get the shots to fall.
Yeah, dribbles around the left side. Kicks it back out. And a nice shot by Mills. That time Mustangs able to run a little offense.
And again, a good open 15-footer. You know, Lady Tigers needed to cut off the baseline there. That kind of broke the defense down.
Yeah, good looking one-on-one right there by Crapell. Taking it right to her defender. And neither team able to get any separation. Giat, the facilitator. That time.
Ooh, I thought that one might have been touched by. I thought that might have been touched by the Lady Mustangs. Finally set a screen for.
There's Mill, a little shuffling of the feet.
It finally made an adjustment, set a screen for Rivera, and turn it over.
Mill's going to have to scoot up on Crapell. She's going to try to take her one-on-one. Good give and go.
Good give and go.
Crapell gave it up and went straight for the goal. Got the ball back and was fouled. So she'll go to line with 2 free throws.
Third team foul on the Lady Mustangs. There's the good cut to the basket. Got to make those freebies.
Second one up and in, and the Tigers regain the lead, 12-11, halfway through the second quarter. Giat to Mills. Again, trying to free up Rivera. I'm not sure if she's going scoreless in any half this year. Nice job by Krappel. Giat had Adams open down low. Couldn't get it to her.
The Mustangs that have made an adjustment, they're at least trying to get Rivera the ball.
Good defensive play right there by Daniels. Hands high, held her ground.
Francois picks up the loose ball.
Tigers will spread them out.
Not in a big rush, which is, again, I think that's to their advantage.
Just cut to the goal. There's a wide open spot right there.
It's got a little too quick. Just slow down. It's one thing to play fast, but you got to play quick and not fast. You got in a little bit of a rush there. Just take your time, catch the ball. If it's not there, pass it out and reset your offense.
Mills runs the show. Hands off to Rivera. Back to Fair. Fair from the outside. Air ball. Giat with the rebound. Blocked by Krappel.
Good job by Dugas keeping her balance and not going out of bounds.
Francois takes it in, gets contact. No foul. The White will keep it. Or check that. Tigers call a timeout. Coach Singleton will talk about it. 2:23 to go here in the second quarter. And Morgan City on top 12-11. As always, Tony, the core physical therapy and sports performance player to gain the most coveted award given by KWBJ.
Oh, no doubt. And Boo, we have to say this. We had a little snafu Friday night at the Berwick-Patterson game. We had a player that switched his jerseys before the game, and we misidentified Josiah Jennings, who was for Patterson the KWBJ core physical therapy player of the game. So we were fortunate that someone pointed that out to us, and we'll make sure that doesn't happen again.
No, that's not going to happen again because we know these ladies. And you look at the performance at Daniels, Krappel, Francois, Poole's doing a good job. So the whole entire starting five has an opportunity for that coveted award.
Definitely, and Giat, is doing a good job running the show for the Lady Mustangs. So, close game, playoff implications, and no reason for the last game of the year not to be a tough call for the player of the game.
Yeah, one thing you notice here, you're looking at two well-coached teams. We call a lot of basketball or see a lot of basketball, and you could actually see strategy taking place with both teams in this game.
And not only strategy, but the execution of the strategy, which is the big deal. It's one thing to know what you need to do, but it's another thing for the girls to go out and execute it.
Dugas turns and fires, deflected out of bounds. Tigers will keep possession. That time stolen by Giat.
And not a real good angle on that pass. Tough to make that catch.
And again, taking off before she's putting the ball on the ground.
And it goes back to playing quick, but not necessarily playing fast. Let the game come to you. Don't try to force the game. And I think that's a byproduct of that box and one that the Lady Tigers are implementing against the Mustangs.
Nice find. Looks for Poole on the outside, and that bucket is good.
Poole with the long two and a 3-point lead.
Yeah, Rivera's itching at the bit to get in the scored column, and they just got it locked down tonight.
Yeah, but finally they come over and set the screen, but it's you can't just set one screen, and it looks like the Lady Mustangs are moving a little bit more now, but you definitely got to look for a halftime adjustment here.
Giat to Fair. Fair finds herself open. Going to take it down low. Nothing there. Good defense by Daniels. Skip past the mill. She'll fire from the three-point line, and the bucket is good.
That's the one thing that can bring you out of a box and one is the other girls, stepping up to score.
We're all tied up at 14.
A little bit of a force there from Krappel.
Yeah, easy layup right here for Adams. All she's got to do is put it in. And she does, and the Mustangs are back on top by 2.
Yeah, that's the byproduct of those missed shots earlier in the half. You know, Morgan City should have had a 4-6 point lead to kind of withstand that surge. 1-3, 1 turnover, and you got to switch in the lead.
Right, not a good pass right there. Well defended by the Mustangs, able to get another possession here. 26 seconds. We'll see if they rush the shot or hold it for the last. Giat on the outside, nothing there. She'll throw it back to the top, and Mills. Mills takes it in the paint, in traffic, off the rebound. Adams with the rebound, off the glass, and good. Good second shot opportunity by Adams, and the Mustangs up by 4. And Krappel erases that quickly right before half. She takes it in for 2, and the buzzer sounds. We'll go to half with a very good first half play. This is the A.J. Dolman Automotive Family High School Girls Basketball Game of the Week.
You're watching the TV22 and A.J. Dolman Automotive Family Game of the Week. Game of the Week is brought to you by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Discover the difference at the foot of the bridge in Berwick. A.J. Dolman Chevrolet Cadillac, the dealership that works for you. Stop by for a test drive. Highway 182 in Berwick. Coastline Wealth Group, more than financial planning, a partner who takes pride in helping you succeed. CoastlineWealthGroup.com. Life well planned. GJCurbside.com, your complete online grocery store, including local and regional products. Check our website for delivery options. From our curb to yours, G&J Curbside. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, here to restore the quality of life you deserve. And Allen's Communications, locally owned cable, internet, and phone service, 384-8335. You're watching the TV22 and AJ Doman Automotive Family Game of the Week. Game of the Week is brought to you by AJ Doman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, AJ Doman Chevrolet Cadillac, Coastline Wealth Group, G&J Curbside, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, and Allen's Communication.
And welcome back to the second half of high school basketball. The Lady Mustangs and the Lady Tigers are tied up in a big one here tonight. Boogers have alongside Tony Bobuff, and you look at two things right here. Coach Singleton came out with a great idea. Let's box in one, Assumption's best player. Now Coach Blanchard on the other side at halftime. What does she have to do to free up her storm?
Well, I think the biggest thing she's got to do is get the whole team into the flow, get the whole team moving. Right now, it's kind of Revere kind of running around. They set a screen or two on for her, but there's not much action after that. Adams has done a good job stepping up. She's got 8 points for the Mustangs, but you definitely want to get the ball into your best player's hands. So, here's some first half stats. Obviously, both teams, even though they warmed up a little bit at the end of the halftime, Assumption's 8 for 24, Morgan City 7 for 23 3-point field goals. Assumption's 2 for 6, Morgan City 1 for 5. Only 2 free throws in the whole game. So that allows for a little bit quicker pace. Rebounds, Tigers lead by 2. Turnovers, almost equal, 11 for Assumption, 12 for Morgan City.
So the difference in the game is going to be who can make a shot. A lot of these misses have been open shots where there's 3 foot from the goal or a little 8-foot jumper, just unable to put it in.
Yeah, I'm going to say whoever wins the turnover battle in the second half, and who can get those good looks to start falling for the offensively for both teams.
Tigers will start off with the basketball down 2 in a much needed game tonight.
Just force the ball in. Right idea, trying to run Crapel down the lane, but you can't force it if it's not there.
Giat to Mills on the outside, nothing there. They'll dump it in the fair, and they'll get a pushing call down low on Daniels.
Relatively quick first foul compared to, that's only the second foul on the Lady Tigers in the ball game, first foul in the half.
Good drive, can't get the score. There's Landry, and one of those shots that just don't go down.
Yeah, another missed opportunity. That's a chance for Assumption to extend the lead, gives the Lady Tigers a chance to tie the ball game.
Crapel trying to initiate the offense on the outside. Tied up, they'll call it an over and back.
Wow, called an over and back. Well, it would have been Assumption's ball either way. It would have been Assumption's, they had the possession arrow, so it's a turnover either way for the Tigers.
But a better deal for the Mustangs because they keep
the possession arrow. That's right.
Landry to Giat. Mills, 3-pointer from the outside, no good. Rebound goes to Dugas. Nice crossover dribble by Crapel, makes it look easy.
Yeah, Crapel did a good job penetrating there. No real help from the Lady Mustang defense, and got a good look.
In traffic, Giat misfires, another rebound by Daniels.
Daniels picks up right where she left off in the first half. She's really been doing a good job cleaning up the boards.
Yeah, Crapel can get to the rim anytime. This time another unforced error on the outside to Francois. Can't afford to do that here in the second half in a tight ball game.
Yeah, it's shaping up to come down to the last possession based on what we see right now with both teams struggling to put the ball in the basket.
Don't overlook Francois and the job she's done defensively. Rivera, a rare shot. Rebound by Fair. And 2 points for the Mustangs.
I believe that was Rivera. That might have been her first shot of the game. I don't know that she, other than that half court, the long half court shot at the end of the half. Good penetration.
Good job by Giat staying with her. Poole takes it on the outside, nothing there. Go back to Krappel. Tries to get it to Daniels, batted away. Tigers control the basketball, and Krappel will reset the deck. Three-point attempt from the outside, off the glass, no good. And there's Daniels again, scrambling for the rebound, and just couldn't track it down. Mustangs will come away with it.
Yeah, Daniels has just, I wonder if coaches just challenged her to say, hey, every ball that doesn't go in is your ball, because, I mean, she's just being really aggressive, doing a great job.
Mills, a couple key good baskets in the first half. Kicks it out to Landry. Landry fires away, no good. Off of Revere, and the Tigers will take possession. Tigers down 2, playing a whale of a game here tonight with their playoff hopes on the line. Throw it around the horn, and you kind of wonder with the defensive effort that Francois is having to exert if that doesn't fatigue on some of those plays.
Yeah, I think it definitely has a impact on her offensive side. I'd look for coach to maybe sub in just to give her a break. From the defensive effort that you have to put forward to keep the ball out of Assumption's best player's hands.
Krappel taking it down, kicks it out the Poole. She fires from the three-point line, off the glass, no good. There's Daniels again with the putback, and able to get the Tigers back even with the Mustangs.
Well, we said it all night. Another rebound for Daniels, and this time she converts it into some points. Giat a little sloppy with that ball there. Got the Krappel help force the turnover there.
Tigers call a timeout. They'll come to the sideline and talk about it. And can't say it enough. Both teams well coached, and this game looks like it'll go down to the wire.
Yeah, it's just it's going to be who can make the in-game adjustments here.
These games couldn't be possible without the sponsors that have stepped forward. I know we get compliments each and every week, giving a local high school girl and boys athletes an opportunity to be on TV. A.J. Doman Chrysler Dodge Jeep, A.J. Doman Chevrolet Cadillac, Coastline Wealth Group, G&J Land and Marine, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, and of course, Allen's Communication. We couldn't do it without you.
Assumption got away with a foul there. Krappel with a good penetration.
Dugas takes it on the outside, nothing there. Throws a pass across the middle. Francois takes it into traffic, off the glass, no good.
A little bit of a force there.
Fair clears the board. She'll go coast to ghost. Off the rim and no good. She had a wide open shot, couldn't get it to fall. And again, the Tigers will slow it down.
Yeah, that's just that's a hard pill to swallow. You work hard, you get the transition, you get a wide open look, and it just doesn't go. I mean, as a coach, it's hard to fuss at. You just got to make your layup.
Krappel was looking for Daniels. Tough ball to handle, goes out of bounds. Wide open three for Giat. Maybe too wide open. Shoots an air ball. Krappel clears the rebound. And they'll get Landry on the reach.
It's her second, team first of the second half.
Poole inbounds it for the Tigers. Finds a cut in Daniels. Good defensive pressure. Krappel fires, tapped away by Dugas, and Francois clears for the Tigers.
Dugas just wanted a little bit more. That's a great effort right there.
And it looks like the Mustangs are going man to man, or should I say woman to woman. Wide open Krappel from the corner. She fires and good. Three-pointer from the side, and the Tigers are up 23-20.
Good execution right there by the Lady Tigers. Just seeing the defense, being patient, getting a good shot.
Yeah, Revere looked like tried to force it right there, dribbles it off her foot. The Tigers will take possession. The Mustangs call a timeout, and both teams go back to the sideline 2:43 to go here in the third quarter, and it's back and forth.
Yeah, it's basically a game of many runs. You get one team can't really pull ahead. Morgan City gets a good look, knocks down a three. Assumption will come down, get a couple of good shots. So, I'll tell you what, Boo, this is a very good ball game.
Coming up right after this, the Morgan City Tiger boys program taking on the Assumption Mustangs, and that's going to be an up and down kind of game.
Playoff implications in that game as well, Boo. Gotta love meaningful games late in the season.
Tigers will tape it out, not a good pass.
Yeah, got away with one
runs
there.
it down. She's knocked down. They'll call traveling before the contact, and that's a tough break for Crappell, but the proper call.
Yeah, it looked like she might have stepped on the defender's foot. Tough break.
Yeah, she's got a little hitch in her giddy up, and the Tigers need Crappell to stay healthy.
Yeah, Crappell's a senior. Hey, if you're walking, if you're not bleeding, I'm staying in the game. So gotta love that young lady's heart there.
Tigers up 3. Fair takes it down the baseline. A lot of contact there. No foul. They'll call Crappell out of bounds, and they'll stay with the Mustangs.
The one thing I see, Boo, is the majority of these kids are wearing low top tennis shoes. And if you're not taping your ankles, that puts yourself at risk for a twisted ankle.
Landry takes it in the lane, and look, not a lot of success has happened in the lane here tonight. Tigers able to bat it away. They'll give Crappell a rest.
Yeah, this is going to be a big part of the ball game right here for the Lady Tigers. Their point guard is on the bench, hopefully getting her ankle taped. Hopefully she can come back in the game. You got to at least play even with the Lady Mustangs until you can get your leader back on the floor.
Trying to look at who the ball handler is going to be and who's going to facilitate the points for the Tigers.
Yeah, it looks like Francois is going to run the point, but the problem is that she's guarding Rivera on the other side. So, that is a difficult task.
Takes it to the hole, gets a reach in, and gets to the line.
Rivera picks up her first.
Get in the lane, force some action, get the layup, force the referee to make a call. This time it goes the Lady Tigers' way.
Yeah, big free throws here, a chance to extend the lead.
In and out, no good.
I don't know, Boo. My best player's on the bench with her sock off. I'm getting that trainer to hustle a little bit more and get that tape on her ankle, get her back in the ball game.
Yeah, Ruffin checks in, another freshman for the Lady Tigers. That sounded a little too aggressive for Daniels. Fair does a nice job of blocking out.
Yeah, it's Daniel's second foul. I'm going to tell you, I'll take that aggressive foul all day long. Going after a rebound like that, got to be a little bit smarter here. You definitely don't want to pick up your third quickly in the third quarter, but you want to stay aggressive.
Mills takes it in the lane. No good off Fair. Good defense for the Tigers. Ruffin's going to have to play some key minutes off the bench as a freshman. They're going to need him more on defense.
Yeah, Boots. Assumption's really struggling shooting the ball right now. 1 of 9 in the third quarter. But, Assumption they also sense that Crappell's on the bench, so they're turning up the heat defensively.
.23-20, 1:22 to go. Giat down low to Fair. Good defense by Daniels. And Ruffin, a little bit too much contact right there. And what you don't want to make is getting the bonus here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, only the third team foul, but that's not a foul. That's not a hustle foul. That was just kind of a oops, I was there foul. Freshman mistake, but hopefully she'll learn from it.
Tigers trying to weather the storm where their star player Crappell gets her ankle tended to. And that time nobody blocks out Fair, and she puts it right back in for an easy score.
Yeah, Boo. If I'm coaching here, oh,
Yeah, Daniels takes it in. Fair was coming in from behind, and they'll get the call here, and she'll go to the line for 2.
yeah,
So
big free throws here.
So the Tigers are trying to figure out where their scoring is going to come from, because even though you had other people scoring, it was all facilitated by Crappell.
Right, and I'm thinking potentially, even to buy a little bit more time. If I got to call a timeout to allow Crappell to get ready to go back into the ball game, of course they only have 2 timeouts left, so that could be a concern. You want to save those for the end of the game.
Second free throw rattles around and finds the bottom of the net, and the Tigers go up 2. We're under a minute here in the third quarter.
Yeah, good shooter's touch there by Daniels. Really good-looking player for a freshman for the Lady Tigers. She's going to be trouble for a lot of teams here in the future.
Mills takes it in the middle of the big girls, kicks it out to Guillot. Guillot no good, but another offensive rebound by the Mustangs. Fair's fouled, and she'll go to the line. There you look at Crappell on the side. We're trying to tape that ankle up as tight as we can and get her back in for the fourth quarter.
Yeah, here's a replay here. Good job rebound. Yep, that was Daniels with her 3rd foul. Now you have to be very careful. 3 fouls, not a big issue at this point, but you pick up your 4th. That's your leading rebounder. And Daniels has been kind of your go-to scorer at this point.
Ruffin checks out. The freshman did a nice job in the third quarter.
No basket there. There was a lane violation, so that takes the point away.
A trap, a desperate pass picked off by Mills, and an easy 2-point for the Mustangs, and that's the first time that the Mustang pressure has caused havoc on the Tigers.
Yep, and Coach had to call his timeout. That leaves him with 1, but you don't want to, 18 seconds doesn't seem like you can try to get out of it, but you don't want to let this ball game get away from you.
Yeah, you can see the trouble the Tigers are having with Crappell out the game, so she's trying to get that shoe on as fast as she can. But again, it's anybody's ball game.
Yeah, just another little mini run by Assumption.
Boogers Effie alongside Tony Bobuff, bringing you KWBJ high school basketball action. The A.J. Dolman Automotive Family Game of the Week. A doubleheader tonight. Girls followed by the boys immediately after.
Big possession right here for the Lady Tigers. You got Crappell back in the ball game. You got to get her the ball. You got to feel like you give her the opportunity to facilitate.
Daniels to Poole. Rivera a little too aggressive there with the reach. And a foul.
That's her 2nd, team 3rd for the Lady Mustangs.
Crappell back in. We'll see how good that tape job was.
Oh, they might have missed her on the cut from the inbounds.
Yep, go to Francois. No good. And the Mustangs throw it away. Looking for Mills. She wasn't looking for the ball. And with 2.8 to go here in the third quarter, Tigers will get one more heave and a hoe.
Yeah, I think what you want to do here is do a little run out, a little baseball pass where, or you inbound it to Crappell and let her heave one from half court.
And that heave hoe is no good. So it'll come down to the fourth quarter. Our score here at the end of 3, Mustangs 25, Tigers 24. We'll be back with more high school basketball right after this.
You're watching the TV22 and A.J. Doman Automotive Family Game of the Week. Game of the Week is brought to you by A.J. Doman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, A.J. Doman Chevrolet Cadillac, Coastline Wealth Group, G&J Curbside, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, and Allen's Communication.
Welcome back to the fourth quarter. We got a tight ball game. This is Tony Bobuff with Booger Zappi. Lady Mustangs up by 1, 25-24 on the KWBJ game of the week.
Really enjoyed this ball game. Well played by both teams. Didn't make a lot of shots, but you could tell the playmaking ability's there. It just didn't fall for either team tonight.
And what that's basically done is made the game where it is right now. So, the question is one team going to start knocking down those shots and try to pull away here in the fourth quarter? The Lady Tigers have stuck with that boxing one defense.
Southern from the outside can't get it to fall. Looks like the tape job will hold as Crapell's sprinting down the court. Little hesitation dribble, puts it up, no good. Rebound Mills.
I'm okay with Crapell coming down and taking the shot, but you want to set a ball screen for her or something to get her moving.
Yeah, Revere, she's starting to handle the ball a little bit, but she's having the same problem everybody else is having.
Yeah, you just don't want to go 1-on-5 here. There's no doubt that Revere and Crapell are the two best players, but that's where you want to get a screen. Leads
nice
to
feed
good,
right there and a good block. Good feed, good block, well played both sides. Tigers will maintain possession.
Yeah, this is where you want to run a good inbounds play and maybe try to sneak a basket.
Crapell will run in one-hander. Off the backboard, off the iron, and to the bottom of the net, and the Tigers regain the lead. Southern to Mills, they'll ring it around the corner to Giat. Can't get it to fall off the Lady Tigers' hand, and it'll remain Mustang ball.
That's one of the few missed shots that Daniels didn't get both hands on the rebound.
It came off the rim kind of quick. Southern, another wide open three from the outside. This time finds the bottom. And now this game's going back and forth. Mustangs regain the lead. Crapell kind of dribbles around, waits for an opportunity to get to the rim.
Checking the scoreboard, Boo, here. I'm making sure that they've got it 28-27. I had it 28-26. I'm going to go with the official score, but make a little note right there.
Daniels finds Dugas, turns around off the Mustangs. Dugas saved it when really she didn't have to.
She didn't have to, and I don't know that she knew, but so you got to appreciate the effort.
Yeah, you look at the style of officiating right here, and I'm not really against it at all because it's been the same on both sides, but they're letting them play through contact.
Yeah, and as long as it's both ways, and the fouls tell the story.
Yep, well, evenly called game tonight.
Yeah, I mean, 14 fouls for Morgan City in the second half, 3 team fouls for Assumption.
Southern tries to make a quick drive on the outside and dribbles it out of bounds. So that's what the Tigers are looking for. Just get me to the end of the game with a chance to win.
Yeah, big possession here. You got to feel like you get the lead, then you can really spread the floor.
But you can't let Crapell get that close to the rim. That time, couldn't get it to fall.
Yeah, Assumption caught a big break right there.
And another turnover.
Yeah, Mills just kind of stumbled, lost her footing. By the time the ball got to her, she was out of bounds. I don't know if I'd be full court pressing with Crapell back in the game.
So here we go again. She's right under the goal again. Kicks it to Daniels. Daniels couldn't get it to fall.
I mean, both coaches, Boo, neither coach can be upset at this point. I mean, both teams are playing very well.
Revere just having a tough day against this Tiger defense. It's all dedicated to stopping her.
Yeah,
they've done a good job.
She finally gets her hands on the ball. She finally gets a good look and is almost surprised because there hasn't been 2 or 3 Lady Tigers running at her.
Francois, double dribble.
Yeah, cardinal mistake a lot of young players make. They catch the ball, they're not going anywhere, and the first thing they do is want to dribble. You know, don't dribble unless you have some place to go.
Well, just sees parted for Giat. She takes it right to the front of the rim and draws the foul.
I believe they called that on Krappel. So it's her first. Big free throws here. Chance to extend the lead.
Yeah, rare miss by Giat. You can tell a good shooter by just the rotation of the basketball.
And she's already made a 3 earlier in the game. You know,
Couldn't get it to fall, but there's Fair again. As good as Daniels has been on the glass, so has Fair for the Mustangs.
yeah, it's been a good matchup inside for both teams. Both girls are playing really hard. Big thing not to get in a rush here. Yeah, just playing a little too fast. There's no need to get in a rush. You're down 1 point. You know, every possession is critical. You want to get a shot every time down. You hadn't made a whole bunch of shots, so every possession you get to shoot one is important.
Rivera back in it again, that time on the back of the Tiger player. But just like the first 3.5, no contact, no problem. Fair waiting under the goal for the rebound, gets it, puts it back in, and the Mustangs extend to a 3-point lead and are picking up full court.
Krappel takes advantage, good penetration. Good block there by Fair.
Back to Revere, and that time they call a foul.
16 foul for the Lady Tigers. Lady Mustangs will be in the bonus next foul. Crucial time here for the Lady Tigers.
Even though Revere's looking for a first point, this is the fourth quarter. She knows it's game time, and she's been a lot active.
Yeah, a lot more active in the fourth quarter. Both teams struggling from the free throw line, though, and that's a lot of times that can be the difference in the ball game.
Francois comes out for us. Probably going to be a very short rest. 3:40 on the clock here in the final quarter. And Rivera puts the Mustangs on top by 4.
And she's done a good job on Rivera tonight. Now you're almost into you have to score here if you look the Lady Tigers.
Good defense by Fair, knocks it out of bounds. Tigers will keep it.
Yeah, I'm setting an on-the-ball screen for Krappel here, and making the Lady Mustangs try to adjust.
Yeah, Poole picks up a dribble, gets rid of it, throws it away. Southern on the run to the outside, a reach in by Krappel, knocks it out of bounds. That slows the fast break down, but the Mustangs will have an opportunity to reset the offense. And when I said a little rest, I mean a little rest. Here comes Francois once again.
She's done a great job defensively. Now, no rush from Assumption here, 4-point lead.
Leaving Giat open on the outside. She decides to cut back on the inside. Nice job of cutting the baseline. Preventing Fair from getting to the rim.
Yeah, Lady Tigers starting to try to pick up the pressure a little bit.
Yeah, in no hurry. They're going to eat the clock, up 4.
Yeah, Lady Mustangs want to play keep away right now. Wait for the Lady Tigers to make a mistake defensively.
And there it is. Krappel gets in front, bats it away. There's no shot clock in high school basketball. Now they get the turnover.
Wow. Got away with one there.
Krappel gets to the rim, puts it in, and a timeout on the floor is Rivera. Took the brunt of that hit at half court, and they're checking on her.
Yeah, it looked like just an inadvertent collision. Hopefully hopefully she's okay.
It looked like might have the wind knocked out of her. Look at Krappel just getting to the rim. And most of the time when she got that close to the rim, she made the Mustangs pay. And that was a big shot for the Tigers. 2:21, Mustangs starting to use some of that clock. And now you got it to a one-possession game.
Yeah, and then, you know, with your best player going to the bench, you know, for Assumption, if I'm Morgan City, I'm turning up the heat defensively right here. I'm coming out in a full court press. Very similar to what Assumption did to Morgan City when Krappel went out the game.
Yeah, if you can get enough pressure on them, both teams showing the ability, hey, we'll just throw it in a crowd.
Yeah, and you get a quick turnover, turn it into an easy bucket. Looks like Morgan City's coming out in a 1-3-1.
Mills will take it to the center of the court. That's where the pressure will collapse. They get it outside. Fair was open underneath. Didn't see her.
Good job being patient right there. Understanding the situation. You're up by 2. No need to get in a rush.
Landry to Southern. P.I. takes it in the middle, kicks it out to Mills. Mustangs in no hurry. They'll look for a good shot. Southern to Landry. She throws it off the leg of a Lady Tiger. And the Mustangs will keep possession. Fair takes a cut to the goal. And a good foul right there to prevent an easy layup.
Morgan City 22. Yep.
Big free throws here for Fair. First one up and no good.
Yeah, it's big right here. I mean, that's a chance to make it into a 2-possession game. Now you can still make it a 1-possession game, but put a little bit more pressure on the Lady Tigers.
Second shot is good. Poole checks back in.
3-point game. A little surprised Assumption's pressing here. I mean, that gives Krappel. Krappel has shown she can get to the basket. You know, I'm getting her the ball and kind of getting out of her way.
And here she comes again. A reach in. That'll get the Tigers a little step closer to the bonus.
That's a good foul by Southern there. You know, Krappel was going to the basket again. Yeah, a little bit more patient defensively there by the Mustangs. I know that's patient isn't the word you normally use defensively, but
or find the cutter, but in a game where they're allowing a lot of contact, it's real tough on these big girls to hang on to the ball. Fair was unable to make the shot, but the Mustangs able to get the rebound and a second chance opportunity.
Yeah, I got a foul right here. I got to try to extend the ball game. You know, you don't want to let precious time off the clock.
You got to tie him up right there. Possession arrow will go to the Tigers.
To the Tigers. Big play defensively by Krappel right there.
Yeah, if you're going to do any kind of dribbling around next to Krappel, you're probably going to lose the ball. She's awful handsy.
Yeah, and she's been relatively clean. You know, a lot of times you reach like that, you get called for fouls, but tonight's you know, that hasn't been called a whole lot.
Yeah, just throwing up for Krappel. She gets up and gets it. Look for her to take it to the rim and does, and this time draws contact and will go to the line for 2. 51 seconds on the clock. Tigers down 3 points.
2 big free throws here. Can cut it to 1 and look for the Tigers a full court press.
First shot up off the glass, just like she called it. You know, back in the old day, your coach always wants you to shoot off the glass.
Not necessarily from a free throw, but hey, if it goes in.
Second shot, no good. Looks like it'll be off the Mustangs, and the Tigers will have possession down 2.
Big inbounds play right here. I'm running Krappel off of a couple of screens to get her the ball.
Well, a good hole right there. And they're going to call a foul on Daniels.
Oh, I'd like to see that one again. I think Daniels got pulled down. Wow.
Yeah, there was contact, but it looks like once Daniel freed up, the other girl grabbed hold to
that's
her.
That's a tough call.
Oh, she was on the line, so they'll get it back right here.
40 seconds, Boo. 2-point game.
Yes.
Exactly what we talked about.
Well, if I told Coach Singleton before the game, down 2 with the ball. That was before that turnover. But he liked his chances.
Yeah, you got to be real aggressive defensively here. Try to go for the steal. If they call a foul, they call a foul.
Good find under the goal to fair. They'll kick it back out. See if the Mustangs will try to run the clock out. The Tigers will put some pressure on them, and they'll just turn it over. So it's been a game of turnovers, and let's see if it costs the Mustangs here.
You know, I question the waiting to foul, but showing that patience paid off for the Tigers.
Timeout, Morgan City. So Coach Singleton has a little trick in his sack to free up his best offensive player to get a point.
You got to have, every coach has to have that one play. You got to have your favorite play to get your favorite player the best shot. So you got to hope that they got that. You practice it every day in practice. Whether it be a pick and roll or a back screen for, I think they ran, Morgan City ran a back screen earlier in the game for an early bucket. You got to call your best play here, and then hope that you young ladies execute.
And Coach Blanchard has to be frustrated over there. Got the ball with 30 seconds. You're thinking that worst case scenario, I'm going to the free throw line.
Yeah, and
then
she
comes away with a turnover.
Turn it over.
So 28.5 on the clock. Tigers down 2 with the ball. They'll go to Poole. Poole to Krappel. Krappel, nice crossover dribble. Off the rim, and it falls. Nice shot by Krappel. Gets the friendly rim, and we're all tied up. And Southern takes it to the hole and hits a running one-hander. Here comes Krappel again. This time they'll double team her. She takes it in, puts it up, this time off the rim. Rebound, Sarah Daniels. She'll get the foul and go to the line with 2.9 on the clock.
Wow. So you got Daniels, who has really performed well tonight at the line, freshman, 2.9 seconds with 2 free throws to tie the ball game.
Just like you do it in a driveway. Game on the line, you got 2 shots tied up.
This is why you play the game.
First shot up.
Now you got to wonder if you missed the second one on purpose to try to put it back in, because making one doesn't do you much good here.
Second shot up, no good. Revere, nice rebound. Tigers won't be able to get to it, and this game will end with a Mustang victory, 34-32. And Tony, seen a lot of basketball this year, none better than the game we saw right here.
Yeah, definitely, well played by both teams. Good effort. Both teams struggle a little bit shooting the ball, but the effort, the intensity, by far, going out on a good note with the last girls game of the 2020-21 season.
Well, let's take a timeout and be back to wrap this thing up and talk about the core physical therapy player of the game right after a word from our sponsors. Our final score, Mustangs 34 and the Lady Tigers 32.
You're watching the TV22 and AJ Doman Automotive Family Game of the Week. Game of the Week is brought to you by AJ Doman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Discover the difference at the foot of the bridge in Berwick. AJ Doman Chevrolet Cadillac, the dealership that works for you. Stop by for a test drive. Highway 182 in Berwick. Coastline Wealth Group, more than financial planning, a partner who takes pride in helping you succeed. CoastlineWealthGroup.com. Life well planned. GJCurbside.com, your complete online grocery store, including local and regional products. Check our website for delivery options. From our curb to yours, G&J Curbside. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, here to restore the quality of life you deserve. And Allen's Communications, locally owned cable, internet, and phone service. 384-8335.
Welcome back to the Allen's Communication post-game show. Game one in the books. Mustangs over the Tigers 34-32, which was an entertaining high school basketball game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think any one team had more than a 3 or 4 point lead the whole game. You know, a couple of quick scores from Morgan City. Haley Crappell as the leader, 20 points. Let's go over the team stats real quick. Both teams, Assumption 14 for 49, Morgan City 13 for 40. 3-point field goals, 3 for 11 for Assumption, 3 for 9 for Morgan City. Free throws, 3 for 7 for Assumption, 3 for 10 for Morgan City. Rebounds, almost identical, 24-23, and then turnovers. You know, that's the difference in the ball game, Boo. We said who would win the turnover battle in the second half, and Morgan City turned it over a little bit more than Assumption did.
We knew Revere was the star player for Assumption, but Coach Singleton had a plan. It was called a box and one. And
it worked to perfection, but didn't take into account Miss Fair, who stepped up and led the Lady Mustangs with 10 points.
And that brings us to the core physical therapy player of the game, and there she is. Miss Fair did a nice job on the offensive glass and on the defensive glass. She had her hands full with the freshman, Sarah Daniels, who played an outstanding game.
Defensively played well, rebounded. You know, I'm going to say she was very close to a double-double with points and rebounds. So well-deserved, and you know, she gave great effort tonight. She's going to get a good night's sleep.
Two well-coached programs. You can kind of see what they were trying to do. Even though they couldn't make the shots tonight, the game was played like a good basketball.
Yeah, very good execution, even with the turnovers. And you know, there were a couple of silly turnovers by both teams. But you know, hey, it's high school kids. There's going to be some turnovers. But from a following what the coach wants you to do, you couldn't ask for much more.
Well, we hope you enjoyed it. This game is made possible from the A.J. Doman Chrysler Dodge Jeep, A.J. Doman Chevrolet Cadillac, Coastline Wealth Group, G&J Land and Marine, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, of course, Allen's Communication. We're 10 minutes away from the boys' game, so come back. We've got more high school basketball here on KWBJ.
You're watching the TV22 and AJ Doman Automotive Family Game of the Week. Game of the Week is brought to you by AJ Doman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, AJ Doman Chevrolet Cadillac, Coastline Wealth Group, G&J Curbside, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, and Allen's Communication.
And welcome back to the second half of our doubleheader. Next up is the boys, Assumption Mustangs and the Morgan City Tigers. Assumption comes in as a 23rd seed in Class 4A. Morgan City at 33. And Tony, what that means is the Tigers in a must-win, and the Mustangs are trying to improve.
Yeah, Assumption's, you got to feel like they feel like they're in, but they want to improve and improve their seed in any way they can. Morgan City fighting for their playoff life. So, another big game with playoff implications. And if the girls' game is any indication, I think we're looking for a good one, Boo.
Tigers had several games this year where for 3 quarters they're toe-to-toe with some of the best teams.
Yeah, earlier in the year, they played Patterson square at the half and then just kind of ran out of steam. So, hopefully those adjustments have been made, and they can put themselves in a position to make the playoffs here.
Last time these teams met, Mustangs defeat the Tigers 80-56.
Yep, and here's your starters for the Assumption Mustangs. Number 2, LaRon Truhill, a senior. Number 4, Dante Davis, a junior. Number 11, Brian Johnson, a senior. And number 13, Marcus Moliere, who's replacing Assumption's leading scorer, Jaden Tyler, who's averaging 19 points a game, is out tonight. And number 23, Lloyd Allen, a junior. For Morgan City, number 0, Nylan Francis, that averages 23 points a game, a senior. Number 1, Charlie Wells, a junior. Number 2, Adrian Garrison, a senior. Number 3, Jaquan Gray, a sophomore. And number 4, Logan Linston, a sophomore.
So Coach Hollins of the Mustangs needs to figure out where is he going to get his points when he's got 19 points a game sitting on the bench.
Yeah, Tyler out with a strained ligament. That's, it's going to be interesting to see who steps up. I'm looking for Davis, to potentially step up for the Mustangs, and, possibly Moliere, a sophomore, coming in for not a normal start for him.
2 sophomores, 2 seniors, and a junior lined up for the Tigers.
Yep, Garrison and Allen to tip off.
Tip goes to the Mustangs, and we're underway here for Morgan City High School.
Morgan City in a 2-3 zone.
Tigers trying to find their way into the top 32 in the state. Punch their ticket to the playoff. They sit 1 spot outside the 32-team bracket.
Long 3 from Davis.
Again, Mustangs controlling the offensive glass. And finally, the Tigers come away with it as Gray.
Yeah, you got to remember, long shot, long rebound. You got to block out, but you got to also expect that ball to come off the rim long if it doesn't go in. Mustangs in a man-to-man. Francis, the senior, leading scorer for the Tigers.
Garrison back to Wells. Off the glass and good.
Good start for the Tigers, patient on offense.
Davis in the lane, no good. Rebound, Linston.
Francis is going to push the ball up.
A lot of athleticism on both teams.
Yeah, Linston's going to have a good game for the Tigers. Be that strong inside presence.
Wells hands off to Francis, back to Wells. Tigers trying to set the offense up to just underway here from Morgan City High School.
Yeah, Tigers need to move a little bit more. Assumptions in playing man-to-man defense, you want to be able to get some motion, try to create some opportunities.
Gray forces defense. Contact. Foul goes to Truhill.
So Morgan City's looking to spread the floor here, hopefully take advantage of, trying to penetrate and control the tempo.
Happy to stay on the perimeter. We'll see if they force the Mustangs to try to tighten up the defense just a bit.
Yeah, Assumption's got Allen, a 6'4" junior in there, so they may be a little bit tentative to go inside.
Nice offensive rebound by Linston from outside off the rim, no good. Tigers try to chase it down, it'll go out of bounds and it'll go to the Mustangs. So a couple open shots, 2 missed fires, and the Mustangs will have an opportunity to even the score.
Morgan City again staying in that 2-3 zone. Almost daring Assumption to shoot from the arc. Extending it a little bit to get some trapping.
3-pointer from the outside is Johnson off the rim, no good. Run down by Garrison. And the Mustangs start off 0 for 4.
Yeah, if you miss your first 4 threes, and that's your first 4 shots, probably want to try to get a little different look there, try to get a little bit closer to the basket.
Good defense, good hustle right there by Wells. He'll get to the ground, and the Tigers call a timeout, and that'll save a possession. Good job by Coach Herman Hartman Jr. on the Tigers sideline.
Yeah. Good hustle, good defensive play there by the Mustangs. Good hustle by Wells to recover the ball, and Coach Hartman was right on top of it to call the timeout.
Look at the replay right here. You got that drill where they roll the ball and everybody dives on it to get brush burns, and that's why you do it, because the same things happened in the game.
I tell you what, Boo, that was my favorite drill as a player until I learned how to score. Once I learned how to score, I didn't, I don't need to practice diving. I'll dive in the game, but I don't want to practice it. The other thing is you either got that or you don't. And that effort, I can tell you, from a Coach Hartman coach team, you're going to expect to see that effort every night.
Rail set the offense for the Tigers. He's guarded by Truhill. Man to man.
Yeah, Tigers need to try to get the ball into Francis's hands. He's their leading scorer. Even if it's just to get him a touch, get him into the flow of the game.
Francis can create his own offense. That time unable to do it, but he's able to get a hand in there and keep possession.
Yeah, force that shot a little bit, but
Tigers' third opportunity is a charm in and a foul.
Yeah, that foul's on Lloyd Allen. Second team foul for Assumption.
Yeah, Tigers just stayed with it. 3 opportunities.
Yeah, just out hustling the Mustangs right now.
Converts on the 3-point play. Tigers are up. Early in this one, and the Mustangs and Coach Henry Hollis calls a timeout, and they'll talk about it.
Yeah, the first meeting back in January, Boo, the Mustangs kind of handled them rather easily, 80-56. You wonder if Assumption didn't come in maybe a little overconfident, saying, well, we already beat these guys, and the Tigers are coming with something to prove.
Yeah, you got 19 points from the leading scorer for the Mustangs, unable to play tonight. And that's Jaden Tyler. 19 points, 4 rebounds, 3 steals per game.
And he's a senior, so that's just that senior leadership. You wonder, you hope he's there, on the sideline, can't quite tell. But if he's there trying to help his teammates, keep their minds focused on the game.
Truhill and Mollaire on the outside. Tigers try to keep him on the perimeter. Truhill trying to create, gets inside, and a foul is called. They'll wave off the score. They'll call a push on the Tigers, it'll be Mustangs ball on the baseline.
That's Wells' first foul, first team foul. Surprised Assumption in trying to get the ball into Allen a little bit more.
Contact Tigers. Look like the call will go against Linston.
I don't know that I saw that there. It looked like it was a pretty clean play.
Yeah, look at Allen's activity down low. He's a load. Jump ball possession will go to the Tigers.
Yeah, with Morgan City trying to trap aggressively on the wings, I'd be trying to pound the ball down into Allen, where he has a significant advantage over the Tigers in the height department.
Even if that pass was in the right direction, it'd have been a tough ball to handle. It'll go off a Mustang player. Tigers will keep it. Gray on the outside to Wells. As the Tigers will set up 4 guys on the perimeter, and that's where that offense has been here in the first quarter. We'll find Linston inside. He'll kick it back outside. Wells tries to muscle himself into position and throws it away.
Yeah, back to the same thing, playing quick as opposed to playing fast. Got a little too quick, a little too much of a hurry there. Surprised Assumption just seems to be okay with keeping the ball on the perimeter.
Now they'll kick it inside. Tough angle. There's the big fella in Allen. We talked about he's a load to handle. He's the biggest player on the court, and he showed it right there for the Mustangs' first 2 of the game.
Yeah, I got to get that guy more touches. Same thing for the Tigers, though. You got your senior leader in Francis. I got to get him the ball some, too. Good kick out for a 3.
Yeah, wide open 3 on the outside. And Francis nails it. Tigers up 8-2.
Yeah, anytime you shoot a 3 off a penetration or a post feed, that gives you your highest make percentage.
Truehill tries to answer from top of the key. Hit backboard, no room. Tigers come away with the rebound, and they'll slow it down once again.
And I'm going to tell you, from a 3-point perspective, the exact opposite. If you're just going to pass the ball around the perimeter and then jack up a 3.
Another 3-point opportunity. Misfires, and the ball goes off the Mustangs.
Tigers catch a break there. 2 Mustangs going for the ball.
So Francis has shown the ability. He can create his own shot.
Yeah, you got to wonder if at some point Assumption's going to do something to just keep the ball completely out of his hands. Good penetration. They missed the kick out to Francis there.
Yeah, and a foul by Wells.
That's his second. Team third.
Yeah, I see what they're trying to do down low, but them balls are tough to handle in traffic.
Yeah, you got to look when you're feeding the ball inside in close quarters. You really need to utilize a bounce pass.
Well, a lot of contact right there, no call.
I like that no call. Linston held his ground, and he shouldn't be punished because the offensive player was a little bit out of control. Tigers got away with a walk right there.
Another wide open 3 on the outside, and rattles it home. The Tigers on fire here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Francis is just showing up to be the player that he is, averaging 23 points a game.
Nice play right in front of us off the Tigers. Mustangs will keep it.
Tigers definitely have a lot of energy tonight. You can sense that they're playing for their playoff life.
Truehill takes it down the middle, no good. Davis couldn't come up with the rebound. And Linston's foul, so the Tigers will take it out of bounds with 39 seconds left.
That's Davis's first, team third.
Here comes some pressure from the Mustangs. Wells got 3 guys on him. Go back to Francis. Francis kicked it out to Linston. 23 seconds, they'll reset the deck. Tigers have an opportunity to hold it for the last shot, up 9. Yeah, a lot of contact, had to call something. Foul will be on
Consory, his first, team fourth.
Gray, a little push off.
Got to be careful there. Get called for an offensive foul.
They'll go to Franson. Linson takes it in the middle, throws up a running one-hander. Off the rim, no good. Put back up. It falls. Does it count? Yes, it does. Nice end of the first quarter by the Morgan City Tigers, and they lead the Mustangs 13-2. We'll take a timeout and look at the replay right here at the end of the first quarter.
A good effort by Linston, and Francis just in the right place at the right time, gets the shooter's roll, and it counts.
You're watching the TV22 and AJ Doman Automotive Family Game of the Week. Game of the Week is brought to you by AJ Doman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, AJ Doman Chevrolet Cadillac, Coastline Wealth Group, G&J Curbside, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, and Allen's Communication.
And welcome back to the AJ Doman Automotive Family Game of the Week. Tigers off to a good start, 13-2, and Coach Herman Hartman Jr. couldn't be more happy.
Yeah, great effort by the Tigers. They really came out with a sense of urgency. Good effort from the whole team, but Nyland Francis has just been on fire with 11 of the Tigers' 13 points so far.
Gray takes it inside with the big fellas, gets rejected. Here comes the Mustangs. Game on both sides have really been played from the perimeter, and now Truehill takes it in, kicks it out. Three-pointer no good. Battle for the rebound, and off and running is Garrison. Nice pass to Francis, and an easy layup for the Tigers.
Was that Francis or was that Wells?
Number 1.
Yeah, Assumption really struggling without Tyler.
Yeah, tough air ball right there.
Not a real good, you got to feel like Tyler is kind of that glue that keeps the Mustangs together, and they just haven't had that guy to step up and take that leadership role.
Colby Blanchard checks in for the Mustangs. They're 1 of 12 from the field here in the first half.
That difference in the ball game. Assumption's 1 of 12, Tigers is 6 of 12.
Tough pass right there. Johnson sprints for 2. And the first easy buckets tonight for the Mustangs. Winston, quick pass to the outside, and Garrison does the hard work. 2 points for the Tigers. Pressure, they'll call a traveling against Blanchard. The Tigers will take possession.
Yeah, I got 17-4. I think the scoreboard may have hit that +1 one too many times.
Nothing there. Good decision by Francis. He'll take it back, head to the baseline. Nice pass and a good block.
Great block by Davis there. Good hustle and 1 for Linston.
So you got great plays on both sides, and even a greater play by Linston to take the contact and put it in. Starts off with a good block, but the Tigers didn't give up, kept their hands in there. Good pass by Garrison to Linston, and he finishes off, and now an opportunity for a 3-point play.
Yeah, Garrison's energy is really propelling the Tigers right now.
Free throw is good, and by 21-4 Tigers. And another travel is called, and that is the third turnover of the quarter. Just over 2 minutes in. Tigers looking to extend. Gray has it, top the key. Blanchard doing a good job defensively. Pass it to Linston. He has no appetite for that three-pointer. Kicks it back.
Good patience by the Tigers here.
Go to Francis. He takes it in. Nothing there.
Forced it just a little bit.
Country and a block. Good job by Blanchard to keep the ball alive for the Mustangs. He'll take it on the outside. Fire a three. No good. Linston with the rebound.
Yeah, great block by Wells there.
Yeah, give credit to Blanchard, just causing havoc on both ends. Good rebound, Truehill off the glass and good, and now the Mustangs have turned up the heat. Full court pressure. Tiger breaks it easily. Wells takes it in, taps it to Linston, gets it back, and loses control. There'll be a reach-in called against the Tigers, and you can see the Mustangs kind of put it in a different gear.
Yeah, they want to pick up the tempo, and the Tigers got to resist that. You know, if they got a good early shot when they break the press to take it, but they need to resist the urge to crank that tempo up, because I think that puts Assumption where they want to be.
Yeah, you can see the team quickness from the Mustangs. They get up and down the court.
And you got a 14-point lead.
Oh, push off right there by Truehill. In the lane again, shot no good by Johnson. Tigers come away with the rebound. And here we go, this is what they need to do. Coach Hartman saying, let's slow it down. You know, some of the defensive pressure forces you to play quick.
Right, and that's why I think that's why Assumption has been pressing, because they want to try to affect that tempo. But even when you break the press, if you're Morgan City, you still want to pull it out, set your offense up if you don't have an easy open look.
Elijah Singleton wears number 11 in for the Tigers. They'll call it travel.
They're just trying to do a little too much. 7th turnover for the Tigers. Assumption looking to move the ball with Allen, their big man, on the bench. They have not been shy shooting the ball from the arc. Francis with a good defensive play.
Yeah, too much dribbling right there. 2 defenders on him, not the time for the reverse behind the back dribble.
Right.
Look at this dribbling expedition. Kicked off the Linston, short 5-footer. Off the iron, no good. Good rebound inside by Garrison. And somehow they got a jump ball out of it.
Yeah, I guess it was a jump ball, Boo. I tell you what, though, Garrison's energy is just, you know, he showed up tonight. He's ready to play.
Tigers built a big first half lead, trying to hang on. Mustangs trying to make it manageable before halftime.
Yeah, when you're in a situation like this, you really want to try to play a short game. You know, you're down by 14 or 15, get it to single digits by the half.
Yeah, bad pass right there by Blanchard.
That makes it tough when you don't even get a shot.
Yeah, you're going to have to watch that push-off. They're going to call out eventually. Good block out. The only way the Tiger defender can get to him is over the back.
Wow, and they called that on the defender for blocking out.
Wow.
Fifth-team foul for Assumption. I don't know if I've ever seen a foul called for blocking out too much.
Linston put it on the floor. The Mustangs said, thank you, I'll take it. 2:25 to go here before half. Here come the Mustangs. All the way to the rim goes Johnson. The two-pointer's good. And now the lead's cut 21-8.
Dangerous time here for the Tigers. You got to get a good shot. Don't want to give Assumption a chance to get back in the game.
Well, point blank. Couldn't make the layup.
And then
It's
missed
Gray.
2 layups.
Good defensive play by Singleton. But even a better offensive rebound by Truehill. Tigers will have to call a timeout. We're now 21-10. Tigers call a timeout. They feel the pressure. Mustangs want to pick up the pace, and they've done it with their defense.
Yeah, you know, if you want to, when you're down double digits, you don't want to. You can't make up 15 points in 2 or 3 possessions. You have to. It's kind of like the old saying, "How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time." You know, get it down to single digits, then get it down to 5.
Tigers can ill afford to miss open layups.
Right, and then you know Morgan City does a great job handling the press, gets a wide open look, and then just doesn't convert.
Well, we got a timeout. We'd like to send our well wishes to our head statistician, Bill McCarty.
Yeah, Bill's
Well, he's battling the COVID-19. It's winning.
sounds like, but he sounds like he's on the mend.
Absolutely. Watching the game today, I think he's watching on his YouTube channel.
Yeah, make sure you hit like and subscribe. Oh, pressure just.
Easy turnover. This will be called on the ground. There's a good pump fake. Got Gray in the air. And the Mustangs will get it out under their own goal.
15 foul for the Tigers.
Well, good pressure. And the Tigers able to get a turnover. Garrison looking to get it underneath the Linston. The ball's batted away. Tigers will keep it. Minute 37.
Yeah, but if I'm Coach Hartman, I'm a little worried because the Tigers seem to be biting on Assumption's want to push the ball up and pick up the pressure.
This time they'll get a push. And when Elijah Singleton all of a sudden makes a fast step forward, he ain't doing it on his own. He's got a lot of contact behind him. And he'll go to the line for 1 and 1.
Yeah, we'll check the halftime stats, folks, because the scoreboard still says 21, but even with Bill out, I still have it at 20.
Free throw good by Singleton. Senior giving some good minutes to the Tigers this afternoon.
Yeah, Tigers went on a little bit of scoring drought.
That free throw no good. Here comes the Mustangs. Tigers will go a little full court press. Johnson throws it right out of bounds. Tigers will get a good unforced error and an opportunity to run some more clock. Up 12.
Oh, got to get out of that corner. I believe they called an offensive foul on Singleton.
Yeah, trying to get him a little breathing room. Tried to clear out. Fisher right on the spot.
He was in a bad spot anyway. He would just cross half court, had those extra 2 defenders.
A running one-hander by Truehill. Awful smooth.
Yeah, Singleton was in a good position to take the charge, and he just kind of didn't take it. Truehill's a little bit smaller than him, but you still got to sell it.
So you want him to go down and yell, "Oh!"
Well, I won't confirm or deny that that's been done a few times by certain players.
Francis trying to find some offense for the Tigers. Gets in the crowd and banks it off the glass for 2, a much-needed score for Morgan City.
And Francis' first 2 points of the second quarter after scoring 11 in the first.
Wow.
That was close. It looked like Assumption might have touched that last, but they're going to give it to the Mustangs.
35 seconds on the clock. let True Hill get in the middle of the lane. That time he does. Again, gets the foul in the bucket.
Yeah, Singleton. You know, if you're gonna foul him, hack him. Don't give him the and one opportunity. Good penetration. Singleton gets there just a little late.
Yeah, you see what he's doing. He's lightning quick. He's silky smooth with the basketball, and if he's got a crease, he's taking it to the rim.
Finishes the three-point play.
Here comes the pressure again. They'll keep it in the middle to Linston. Tough shot off the glass by Wells. And a good answer by the Tigers. Inside 10 seconds. Three-pointer by Johnson on the outside. Rattles it home. Big-time shot by Johnson. 1.5 seconds left. Another shot no good, and that's how the half will end. 26-18, the Tigers played a spirited first half, and they're on top of the Mustangs. We'll take a timeout. This is the A.J. Doman Automotive Family High School Game of the Week.
You're watching the TV22 and A.J. Doman Automotive Family Game of the Week. Game of the Week is brought to you by A.J. Doman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Discover the difference at the foot of the bridge in Berwyn. A.J. Doman Chevrolet Cadillac, the dealership that works for you. Stop by for a test drive. Highway 182 in Berwyn. Coastline Wealth Group, more than financial planning, a partner who takes pride in helping you succeed. CoastlineWealthGroup.com. Life well planned. GJCurbside.com, your complete online grocery store, including local and regional products. Check our website for delivery options. From our curb to yours, G&J Curbside. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, here to restore the quality of life you deserve. And Allen's Communications, locally owned cable, internet, and phone service, 384-8335. You're watching the TV22 and AJ Doman Automotive Family Game of the Week. Game of the Week is brought to you by AJ Doman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, AJ Doman Chevrolet Cadillac, Coastline Wealth Group, G&J Curbside, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, and Allen's Communication.
And welcome back to the second half of our high school KWBJ Sports exclusive. Tigers on top 25-18. Coach Hartman for a quarter and a half had his team locked down, and all of a sudden the Mustangs turned up the heat and got themselves right back in it.
Yeah, you know, big end of the quarter for Assumption. You got to actually halftime probably couldn't have come at a better time for Morgan City. You can see the first half stats. Assumption 8 for 24, Morgan City 10 for 20, 3-point field goals. Assumption 1 for 8, Morgan City 2 for 5, 1 for 1 from the line for Assumption, 3 for 4 for Morgan City. Morgan City out rebounding Assumption 13-7, and the turnover battle almost equal 8-7. But probably 2 or 3 of those Morgan City turnovers right at the end of the half, and we got a 7-point game now.
Yeah, Mustang turned up the heat, and True Hill kind of said, I'm going to take over myself, the 6-foot senior. Excellent ball handling skills, great speed, and he started taking it to the rim and getting some opportunities.
Yeah, been a story of two quarters, really. Francis really took control in the first quarter, and then True Hill took over for Assumption in the second.
Tigers will need to handle the onslaught that they're about to see. I know that the Mustangs and Coach Highlands was talking about, hey, let's turn up the pressure and make this game chaotic, because our best chance is to get this thing in a shootout.
Yeah.
They want to play fast.
Yeah, so look for Morgan City to really try to set the tempo as they did in the first quarter. You know, get some easy looks at the basket, get Francis the ball in a position to score.
Tigers looking to get into the top 32 teams in Class 4A. Right now they sit at number 33, so they need to win here tonight.
And Assumption starting with the pressure early in the third.
Gray gets it inside, turns it over. There's True Hill again. Able to hang on to it, gets it to Davis. Davis throws it to the outside. Molaire unable to handle it, and it'll go back to the Tigers.
Yeah, back-to-back turnovers by each team. Assumption coming out in their full court press, trying to set the tempo.
Another turnover. Did he get the charge? He does. Nice job of getting in the lane, setting your feet, and taking the contact.
Second foul on Davis. That's two possessions for both teams, back-to-back turnovers.
Ball out of bounds. It'll stay with the Tigers, and they're having a little trouble handling the pressure from the Mustangs, who has picked up full court. Francis to Gray, Gray to Wells.
Good patience by the Tigers here. When you show good patience running your offense, you have to follow through and get a good shot. You can't turn the ball over.
Yeah, this Mustang defense has got them all the way forced to go to half court. Francis to Gray. Linston under the goal, turns, puts it up, and
wow,
doesn't go down.
Missed an easy one, and then about 6 hands in there to knock it loose from him.
True Hill waits for the traffic to pass. Can't convert on the shot, gets his own rebound.
Very similar to the girls' game, Boo. They're letting these guys get after it. They're allowing a lot of contact, but it seems to be consistent on both sides.
True Hill again goes inside, creates the contact. This time they'll call it against the Tigers. Liston gets the call, and they'll give him 2 shots.
Yeah, you can see Linston kind of reach his arm over. If he keeps his hand straight up, he probably doesn't get that foul call.
Free throw good.
Looks like Assumption's found their go-to leader in the absence of Tyler. Truehill is another senior, has stepped up and really taken on the scoring load.
Converts the second free throw. We're down a 5-point game.
Dangerous part of the game for Morgan City here.
Yeah, just not a lot of room. Nothing schematically looks like it could break the press. They're getting trapped in the corners, playing right into the Mustangs' hands.
Yeah, got to look to try to get somebody. Oh, another turnover for the Tigers. Got to get somebody in the middle of the floor. 2 minutes, 4 turnovers. That allows the Mustangs to get back in the game quick.
Landon Gagliano checks in for the Tigers. Add an extra ball handler. He's just a freshman.
Picks up an early foul. Second team foul for the Tigers.
Good find. Right under the goal, couldn't put it in.
Yeah, Boo, the same sense of urgency Morgan City had in the first half. Looks like Assumption's come out in the second half.
Johnson to Allen for an easy 2 off the glass. Kind of surprised Allen hadn't played a bigger role in this ball game because when he's had his opportunities, he's cashed in.
Definitely. You know, and maybe that's something that Coach Hollins emphasized at halftime. First foul on Molaire. Second team foul.
So like when you draw a defensive charge, Francis did what he needed to do. He had contact, fell on the ground, forced the official to make the call.
That's Davis's third foul. Third team foul. Another big possession here for the Tigers.
Francis, they know he's the offensive scorer, trying to find room to.
Yeah, the Tigers need to get a little bit more movement. It's it's one guy dribbling and kind of everybody just laying around.
That's a good find by Gagliano. Good second rebound by Garrison. And in contact by Garrison will get a cheap foul going against the Tigers.
Garrison's second, team's third.
Yeah, good find by Gagliano. Just couldn't convert the shot.
Couldn't convert the easy shot. And you just feel like momentum is slowly swinging to the Mustang side right now.
Not a good shot by Johnson.
Yeah, Assumption kind of let the Tigers off the hook there. They could have cut it to one or tied the ball game and kind of rushed a bad three-pointer.
Little isolation for Francis. He takes it to the goal. Double pumps. No good. Rebound fought for by Linston causes enough chaos, and he goes off the Mustangs. Morgan City starts off the third quarter 0 for 4.
Yeah, that's
4 minutes, you only get 4 shots.
Right. Between the turnovers and just not protecting the ball. But you get back, get down, get a good shot right here, and retake control of the game.
Yeah, Molaire gives the Tigers a gift, the reach at half court. You're not any scoring threat when you got your player at half court. No need for that reach.
Right. The offensive player is not even, his back is to the basket. So that could play to the Tigers' favor, getting to the bonus early in the second half.
Francis looking to create against Truehill. Truehill is a Mustang's best defender.
Yeah, senior on senior, best defender, best scorer.
Wells takes it inside to Garrison. This time Garrison off the glass and good.
It finally used the bounce pass down low. They've been trying to make those hard chest pass from a short distance. Those balls are tough to handle.
True Hill fires from 3. And he's true. A turnover. True Hill again. That's 5 points in 3 seconds. For the senior, 3:10. We're all tied up at 27, and another errant pass by the Tigers. Wells takes it inside, scores, and a foul.
Big play by Wells. You know, all the momentum there for Assumption, and they get a run out and get a look here. Good effort.
Yeah.
Wells just takes it to the hole strong. That foul's on Allen, his second.
Three-point play converted. Tigers regain the lead by 3. Almost turned it over for the Mustangs. They get the ball back.
And that's a big play for the Tigers. That three-point play kind of calmed them down a little bit. Gagliano picks up his second.
True Hill in the NBA, they'd be giving him 2 free throws, but not in high school.
No continuation.
Moller fires from the outside. He hits the bottom, and we're back tied up at 30.
New ball game with 2.5 minutes to go in the third.
Wells to Gagliano. They'll go back to Francis. Moller.
A lot of contact there. Got away with it.
Garrison's short jumper, flat, no good. Rebound by Wells, puts it back up, and a foul by Johnson.
It's Johnson's first. Team 6th. Looked like Wells might have got away with a double dribble there in the paint. Next foul, Morgan City will be in the bonus.
Tight game like this, free throws are going to be important.
Free throws are going to be very key down the stretch. Being in the bonus should be an advantage for the Tigers because every time Assumption fouls, you're going to get to go to the line, but you got to convert.
Second free throw good. Gray checks back into the game. Garrison takes the rest.
1 point lead for the Tigers. Assumption starting to heat up a little bit from the arc.
2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter.
True Hill has really stepped up for the Mustangs.
Nice pump fake, takes it to the hole as Johnson, no good. Rebound Mustangs, can't convert. And the Tigers have it with 1:37.
So Assumption's done a good job of fighting back to get in the ball game, but Morgan City has kind of weathered the storm. That's going to be a block.
A nice jump step. Got Davis moving. And to the line goes the Tigers.
That's the 4th foul on Davis.
Lord Allen waits at the scorer's table to check in. First shot by Francis is good.
After 11 points in the first quarter, Francis has kind of quieted down a little bit. Only 2 points in the second quarter. That's his first point of the third. Really got to get him the ball more, as he is the Tigers' leading scorer.
Second shot off the rim, cleared by Allen. And the Tigers set up the press and get the turnover. Ball thrown right to Francis, and he slows it down with 1:16 and counting.
That's about the second or third time the Tigers have actually pressed off of a missed free throw. Not something you typically see, but they've benefited from it. can't get that turnover and then turn right back around and turn it over. It kind of can't. It just basically cancels it out.
Travel against the Mustangs. And the Tigers will have it inside a minute, up 2.
Can they hold the ball and have the patience to just get either one shot or an easy open bucket? If you remember, Boo, at the end of the half, they gave up 5 or 6 points real quick.
Yeah, another turnover, almost. Well, we did get a turnover from the Tigers, but the Mustangs call a timeout, so they'll take advantage of that. 42.7 on the clock, down 2. As always, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance Player of the Game, the most coveted of all honors. And boy, you got a lot of folks lining up for this one. True Hill on the Mustang side.
Francis on the Tiger side. I can tell you, Garrison on the Tiger side, hadn't scored a few points, but just his defensive energy and his, his overall effort. Kind of waited all year for this one, Boo, but we've had back-to-back close games so far. Talk about going out, ending the season with a bang on the boys and the girls side.
Tigers desperately need a win tonight. Try to get inside the top 32 teams in 4A and punch their ticket to the playoffs. Johnson sets the offense. Inside 30 seconds, they'll go to True Hill. Wide open 3, no good. Nice rebound by Linston. I'm not sure about his outlet choice, but gets a break as it's knocked out of bounds by the Mustangs.
Yeah, and you can't fault him there, Boo. He looked like he was losing his balance there, and as opposed to turning it over. Pressure really getting to the Tigers right now. The big thing, Boo, Francis is a scorer. There's no doubt about that. I think the one thing that the missing key to the puzzle for Morgan City right now is that true point guard. Crappell was on the girls' side is definitely a true point guard. Morgan City really doesn't have that true point guard.
Yeah, because those tight passes right there are exactly what the Mustangs looking. They're taking those passes, converting them into points. And we're tied up at 32. They call that a charge. Boy, I'd like to get a second look at that. I guess if you can't run around them, you can't pass it over them, you try to run through them.
Yeah, the difference in the ball game right now, Boo, has been the last 15, 20 seconds of the second and third quarter. Morgan City was in a position to keep a lead.
A long 3 by True Hill. No good, and what at one time was a 21-6 Morgan City Tiger lead, the Mustangs have come all the way back and have tied it up at 32. We'll be back with the fourth and final quarter right after a word from our sponsors.
You're watching the TV22 and AJ Doman Automotive Family Game of the Week. Game of the Week is brought to you by AJ Doman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, AJ Doman Chevrolet Cadillac, Coastline Wealth Group, G&J Curbside, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, and Allen's Communication.
Tiger cheerleaders are in full force tonight, cheering on their Morgan City Tiger program, all tied up at 32, and it looks like this fourth quarter is going to be something special.
Yeah, it's going to be a battle of wills. Can Assumption keep the pressure up? Can Morgan City handle the pressure and make the easy shots? Morgan City's going to want to go tempo. Assumption's going to want to go tempo. Morgan City's going to want to take their time. I think the big key is, can Assumption play without fouling right now, because they're in the bonus already.
Yeah, and this second half woes has been the Tigers' nemesis this year.
Yeah, 9 turnovers in the third quarter alone.
Yeah, good steal by Gagliano, and the Tigers will give the ball to Francis.
Yeah, but if I'm Coach Hartman, I'm running sets to get Francis in a good position to score every time down.
True heel to Linston. He gets it back to Francis. Francis finds, squaring for some room. Throws up a tough shot. Off the iron, no good. And here comes the Mustangs. Looking for their first lead of the night. Man.
Wow.
Dribbled in a crowd, lost his balance, and they'll call him for travel.
Lots of contact there, but you know, that's kind of been the theme for the night. These guys have, you know, the referees have let these guys play.
Gray has it. A little too much dribbling. You got two guys defending you.
If you got two guys defending you, that means somebody's open.
Gagliano, good pass to Linston, and Linston puts it off the glass for two.
Great pass by Gagliano. Just a freshman kind of in there in the land of the trees and makes the dish for the easy two.
Got a little chicken wing from True Hill, but they'll get Linston on the block.
Replay here, you see Gagliano, good penetration.
Three-pointer no good for the Mustangs. It goes off a Mustang player, and the Tigers will get possession.
Can't dribble through the press.
He's dribbling through three Mustang players, and they convert that into an easy layup. True heel to Johnson. Tigers look to return the favor. A little back and forth, can't get the layup. Gagliano runs it down, tries to throw it back in the court, right to the Mustangs. And Johnson finishes once again, and he went from a 2-point lead to a 2-point deficit in two possessions. Tony, you know, as Morgan City and Coach Hartman, you don't want the game to get too fast-paced. I think it's at Mustangs' advantage if they can get this game running up and down the court.
Definitely. Kind of surprised there. It looked like Assumption called that timeout. You know, you kind of had Morgan City right where you want them, a little frazzled. They got first lead of the night, about to go on a little run. I kind of question that call by Coach Hollins. You know, I want to keep Morgan City on their heels right there. But, you know, Coach Hartman, hopefully, you know, if I'm in the huddle, I'm drawing up a good press break and really stressing to the guys, hey, look, let's break the press by passing the ball, not by trying to dribble through two or three guys. Big possession here for the Tigers. Actually, big possession for both teams. You know, Assumption can get a stop. They can extend the lead. Morgan City needs to get a good possession and get a good shot.
Yeah, if you're at half court dribbling and you got three guys on you, somebody's got to be open.
Somebody's got to be open.
But it's hard to dribble with your head up when they're attacking you. Well, a good find right there by Linston, and that's how you break the press. Get it down the floor, make some quick passes, and it turns into a layup.
Great read by Francis right there. Gagliano hits Francis, cutting to the basket. Francis hits Liston.
Well, Johnson has been aggressive on the offensive side for the Mustangs. That time turns it over. And the Tigers looking to regain the lead. Yeah, they call it a travel, but it was tripped up.
Yeah, Gagliano's got to pick and choose his spots to go down there to penetrate. That was probably been a better play to stay out, spotted up behind the arc for the three.
A little offensive screen right here on Consory.
That's his fourth. It's an offensive foul, so they won't be shooting 1-and-1. doubleheader, 2 close games. Can't ask for much more than that on the final night of KWBJ's.
Wow, look at that pass. Gagliano in the land of the Giants, but listen.
I tell you what, he wasn't scared, but sometimes not being scared doesn't necessarily mean it's the right play. Got to get that ball out the corner.
Back to Francis. Francis, quick shot, three-pointer, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it up, no good, and rebounded by the Mustangs.
Ooh, that happened right in front of his boo. I think he stepped on the line. Maybe he didn't, but either way, I tell you what, though, if I'm Coach Hartman, I got Francis for a wide open 3. I'm living and dying with that shot. Big thing here.
A tough spot in the corner.
Yeah, big thing here is, Assumption has shown their propensity to take the long 3. You got to realize that a long 3, if it doesn't go in, it's going to be a long rebound.
Three-pointer on the outside and good. Tough shot right there by Jones. And a big-time shot for the Mustangs. Just a sophomore.
First score of the night and might be one of the biggest.
Tigers to Linston, and some of them passes are thrown so hard.
God, it's just tough to handle.
Twelve turnovers here in the second half of the Tigers, and that allowed the Mustangs not only to get back in it, but to lead by 3.
Yeah, and it's, it's just that trying to force the ball in.
Francis almost takes it away, steps out of bounds. Good hustle, but results in the ball going back to the Mustangs.
Now, can Assumption keep their tempo down? They with their speed and their pace of play has gotten them back in the game. Are they going to be able to show the patience?
Wide open player down low. Takes the contact, puts the ball in, and a three-point opportunity for Jones.
I mean, Jones comes out of nowhere, hasn't scored the whole game, and scored in a position to score the next 6 points for the Mustangs.
Yeah, accepted the contact and enough strength to get it up on the glass. And now has an opportunity to convert a three-point play.
And he does.
So just like that, the Mustangs are up 6. Keep possession for the Tigers.
No doubt. Don't necessarily need a 3. Just need to get a good shot. Plenty of time left.
Yeah, Francis able to elude. Gagliano couldn't get it down. Tigers get the rebound. And now it squirts away and the Mustangs take it.
Yeah, that was a big possession. Got a good look. Tigers got a good look. You couldn't ask for much else. And then
a running start.
Assumption gives them a gift. Up by 6, 3 minutes to go. What's the rush?
Yeah, you could literally eat a minute off the clock every possession.
And that's the thing, I think that may give Morgan City a chance to get back in the game. Assumption seems to play better at a higher speed.
Yeah, just not a lot of open shots for the Tigers as this Mustang defense has gotten stingy. That time able to get in the land of the Giants, draw a foul on Allen and go to the line. And anytime you can get to the line with the clock stopped, it's always a good advantage.
That gives them a chance to set up their press. Big thing is you got to make the free throws.
First shot, no good, and every miss from the line is awful costly here late in the game. Second shot for Gray. Off the rim, no good.
It's tough. That's a killer. Morgan City goes into a man defense, probably trap in certain situations. Only 5 team fouls, so they can be relatively aggressive.
Yeah, they're going to get Francis with a taunting. Kind of watched it. He was chest up on him, giving him the mean eyes, and evidently that has been brewing between the two best players on both teams for the last quarter.
Yeah. If he didn't say anything, Boo, though, I mean, it's a 6-point game. Do you want to give a technical? I think Coach Hartman's asking for a little.
Yeah, I think it's overzealous in that situation. Probably not the best of sportsmanship, but I don't know if it elevated to a level of a technical that.
Right. You got the opportunity to walk in there and say, hey, guys, that's enough. You know, both of these guys are seniors.
Yeah, what happens here is it becomes your officiating becomes part of the game.
Right. And that's what you don't want to. That's what you don't want to have happen.
True Hill remains in the game. Constaneri turns it over to the Tigers. Another baseball pass down low.
Oh.
Couldn't make the layup, but there'll be a foul on True Hill, and back to the line goes the Tigers. Garrison will shoot 2. First shot off the iron and through the net. And the Tigers inch closer, 44-37.
So Tigers going to definitely have to full court press here. Try to sneak an easy turnover.
Second shot no good. Allen up high for the rebound.
Got to make the free throws, though.
Both teams have shown the ability to turn it over. They'll call it traveling on True Hill. And that's no different than how the game's been called all game. You got to
you gotta be
man
strong
up
with
because,
the basketball.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then back to the same. Great job by True Hill saving his dribble.
Ball batted away. Johnson takes it down the floor. Gagliano fouls. And Johnson will go to the line.
Good foul by Gagliano there. You don't want to give up an easy transition bucket. Make them earn it from the line. You almost want to turn this, it's almost to the point to where you turn it into a free throw contest. Assumption's good. 5 for 6 from the line, 6 for 6 from the line in the fourth quarter. That makes it tough. 9-point lead for Assumption. Francis just lost his footing there. Tough break.
Quan Linston underneath off the glass is good. Linston on a dead sprint snatches the ball out the air and off the glass, and a big bucket by the Tigers. Now 7, a lot of time left, minute 44.
Timeout Assumption. 7-point game.
Tony, what these coaches are talking about in the huddle?
Well, Morgan City's setting up their press. Assumption is obviously going to set up their press break to make sure that, try to get the ball into the middle of the floor. And, Morgan City has to be very aggressive defensively here. If you don't get the steal, then, you got to pick a guy to foul. But as of right now, I've got Assumption has not missed a free throw yet tonight. They're 2, 4, 5, 6. They're 8 for 8 from the free throw line. So
Coach Hartman's still looking for an explanation on that technical foul.
Yeah, 2 points in possession in a 7-point game. That's a big deal. And I don't know. I didn't see anything that warranted a technical foul there. Unless he said something under his breath, maybe we didn't hear. But full court man pressure by the Tigers. Run out.
Yeah, over the top. That's not a good pass at all. Tigers have an opportunity here Winston gets good body position. He'll get a foul called. And he'll go to the line again, an opportunity for 2 free throws with the clock stopped.
I believe that's Consary's 5th foul. Yep.
Talking about the free throws right now. Perfect opportunity to get you 2 with no time expired. First shot up and good. Ice water in the veins of Logan Winston.
6-point game. Expect Morgan City to turn up the heat defensively. Don't have to necessarily foul yet. Try to get a turnover.
Second shot strong. And Tigers will start fouling. Try to extend the game. But you just fouled Truehill, one of the premier shooters on the Mustangs.
Right.
Team.
Yeah, you know, at this point you're looking for, you know, Malaire's a sophomore. You know, Johnson's a senior. So if I want to get the ball into 13's hands and foul him.
First shot good. He'll get the bonus. And the senior puts them both in. 48-40, minute 34 to go, and an unnecessary foul right there.
Yeah, that just makes not a whole lot of sense at all. That's exactly what Morgan City wants, to be able to score with the clock stopped.
Got to make the free throws. Ray shot long. He'll get a second.
Yeah, difference in the ball game, Boo. Morgan City 5 of 16 from the free throw line, and Assumption hasn't missed.
Second shot's good. They crawl within 7. Truehill breaks the press on his own, dishes it to Davis for an easy off the glass layup.
That might have been the dagger right there, Boo.
Gagland on misfires from 3. Winston unable to get it. And 2.
No quitting Garrison, though. Oh. Gray just getting a little too fast.
I think what turned the game around is when the Mustangs turned up the heat on the press and the Tigers had no answer.
Yeah, and the Tigers missed some easy bucket opportunities. Not a terrible foul by Francis right there, other than, you know, Truehill has proven that that he can make them from the stripe.
Yeah, just a smooth shooter.
Yeah, I don't know that he's hit the rim from the line yet.
Well, you asked who was going to pick up the pace or pick up the pieces that they leave behind with Tyler, and it's been Truehill.
No doubt.
From the second quarter on, he's really dominated the game. Malaire passes it outside, looking for Johnson, throws it out of bounds, and the Tigers will get it again. Let me tell you what, if you got the ball in a crowd tonight, chances are you're going to lose the ball plus 2 arms.
Yeah. But a lot of that was self-inflicted too, though. You know, if you got 2 guys, 4 arms in there trying to get the ball from you, pass it to the guy that don't have 4 arms around him.
A quick shot from the outside. Nothing's there. Ball off for Jones, and the Tigers will keep it once again. Step to the side, another three-point opportunity. This time hits nothing. Back to Francis, this time the bottom. Keep firing away from the outside. They squeeze within 8, but only 20.5 seconds remain here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, going to be tough to overcome that. Assumption's shown a pretty good job of handling Morgan City's press. Just, missed opportunities for the Tigers when they had that big lead early, in the second quarter and into the third.
We're getting close to announcing the core. We're here. The core physical therapy and sports performance player of the game. There he is. True Hill, number 2 from the second quarter on, really took over his Mustang Ball Club. His excellent ball handling, shooting skills, and facilitating with some great passes has earned him the core physical therapy player of the game.
22 points and more importantly, 6 for 6 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter.
Tigers need a foul or they're going to let the clock expire.
Yeah,
at this point.
It looks like they're going to let it expire. Well, Boo, 2021.
Yeah, what started off as a Morgan City Route 21-6 had really reversed itself. From late in the second quarter on, the Mustangs put the press on and really turned the game around. They walk away from Tiger Stadium with a 52-44 win. We'll be back to wrap this up in the Allen's Communication post-game show right after this.
You're watching TV 20. You're watching the TV 22 and AJ Doman Automotive Family Game of the Week. Game of the Week is brought to you by AJ Doman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Discover the difference at the foot of the bridge in Berwick. AJ Doman Chevrolet Cadillac, the dealership that works for you. Stop by for a test drive. Highway 182 in Berwick. Coastline Wealth Group, more than financial planning, a partner who takes pride in helping you succeed. CoastlineWealthGroup.com. Life well planned. GJCurbside.com, your complete online grocery store, including local and regional products. Check our website for delivery options. From our curb to yours, G&J Curbside. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, here to restore the quality of life you deserve. And Allen's Communications, locally owned cable, internet, and phone service, 384-8335.
And welcome back to the Allen's Communication post-game show. Our final score, Mustangs 54 and the Tigers 44. Got to give Morgan City Tigers credit. They came out with a lot of effort today, built a big and commanding lead in the first half, and somehow the Mustangs able to turn up the defensive pressure and get this game back under control.
Yeah, it's just, it looks like that's kind of the story of Morgan City's season at this point. Put yourself in a position to win for 2.5, 3 quarters of every game and just kind of run out of gas. Valiant effort. I don't think that this necessarily eliminates Morgan City from playoff contention. Just makes their path to getting to the postseason a little bit more difficult.
Well, the Mustangs came out looking, how are they going to replace the 19 points a game that Jaden Tyler gave to this ball club, and I think they found it in True Hill.
Definitely, another senior leader. So, it's not his first rodeo. He comes out and scores 24 points for Assumption.
And that's why the core physical therapy and sports performance player of the game is True Hill himself. A nice stat line tonight, but more importantly, he got his teammates involved.
Yep, he truly played well, Boo.
So we had 2 games tonight, a girls game and a boys game, both of them 2 of the best games that have been played all year long.
Definitely. It's I tell you, this has been a great thing. Exciting year, and looking forward to hopefully coming back next season.
And that'll do it for our high school season. We want to thank AJ Doman Automotive Family for their sponsorship to present this to the folks and the kids and let them have an opportunity to see themselves on TV. Also, Coastline Wealth Group G&J Land and Marine, of course, always Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, and Allen's Communications. So with that being said, 2 great ball games tonight. The Morgan City came out on the short end, but it was not from a lack of effort.
Definitely, and hopefully both the Lady Tigers and the Tigers can find a way to sneak into the playoffs, and Assumption basically secured their berths, I think, tonight.
Hope you enjoyed it. That'll do it all here from Tiger Stadium. I'm Booker Zeff alongside Tony Bobuff. We want to thank the guys on the camera and the girls in the truck. It was a great season. See you next time.
Thank you for watching TV 22 and the A.J. Doman Automotive Family Game of the Week. Game of the Week was brought to you by A.J. Doman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Discover the difference at the foot of the bridge in Berwyn. A.J. Doman Chevrolet Cadillac, the dealership that works for you. Stop by for a test drive. Highway 182 in Berwyn. Coastline Wealth Group. More than financial planning, a partner who takes pride in helping you succeed. CoastlineWealthGroup.com. Life well planned. GJCurbside.com, your complete online grocery store, including local and regional products. Check our website for delivery options. From our curb to yours, G&J Curbside. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, here to restore the quality of life you deserve. And Allen's Communications, locally owned cable, internet, and phone service. 384-8335.